Well, hello everybody. My name is Tommy Zamp, and I play guitar and get the let out. We are a Led Zeppelin tribute, and today I wanted to talk to you about a comment I got on my video last week from a young man named Noah. But before I get into that, I want to just touch on a few things. First off, thank you everybody who has been subscribing to my channel. My goal for this year is to hit 5,000 subscribers and within a year. And I just started a couple weeks ago, and you guys have done wonders for me and my channel already. And I just wanted to sincerely say thank you very much. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope you consider hitting that like and subscribe as well. I talk about all things guitar, amplifiers, pedals, guitars, restringing, little tips here and there. I even take you backstage to some of the most iconic venues in the country that we were so fortunate enough to play at, like Red Rocks or Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom. So if any of that stuff fancies your curiosity, then go for it. Hit that like and subscribe because I put out stuff all the time. That being said, the comment I got was from last week's video, which was an introduction to my new series that I'm going to be putting out called In the Vault, which this guitar is going to be featured on it. This is a Ultra Series Telecaster. Plum, Chicago Music Exchange exclusive color, and Andertons, depending on where you shop in the UK or in the States, but only two places had this color. But I'll get into more detail on that. But basically, In the Vault, the series is I'm going to pick one guitar, and I'm going to make a video about it and why I use it, how I use it, what songs I use it on, and how it helps me recreate the sounds of Jimmy Page. So stay on the lookout. I'm working on that now. As you can see, I've got a plethora of stuff. We're off the road for a couple weeks, but getting back out there shortly. So time is limited, and I'm going to be making a bunch of those videos in the next couple days. However, Noah, my man, young lad, had a loaded question I thought was awesome. I thought it was great. I'm going to read it to you right now. Let me see if I can find it. And we're going to talk about it. And feel free to throw in your 2 cents below in the comments. Maybe something that you say will help him out or help somebody else out as well. So that's what we're here for, to spread the good vibes, man. Take your bad vibes and go elsewhere. But Noah's comment was, let's see, here it is. So this is going to be a longer comment, so sorry in advance, but all I want to do in life is be a touring musician playing big shows like the ones you play. You've started to become one of my favorite guitarists because of how down-to-earth you are, and you make me think I could do that someday. I'm wondering how to get where you are, how to get into the industry, and get shows booked, and all that stuff. I still have a while to make a name for myself. I'm only 14, but I've been playing for years, and all I think about is guitar. I hope I don't sound crazy. LOL. So, first off, Noah, you don't sound crazy. Second of all, thank you so much for the kind words. It really, that means a lot, man. I appreciate it. So, advice that I could give is only advice that I've found that works for me and has worked for me. That's why I'm saying to all the viewers of this, if you have advice as well that can help Noah, help me out, hey man, I'll take your advice. Anybody in general, throw your 2 cents in below. And, helping other people out is cool, man. I don't care what other people say. Do the right thing. Be a good person. So, to touch on the beginning part of your question, Noah, you were wondering how you get to where I am. Okay, so I am very, very, very fortunate to have a gig like I do. It is not lost on me, the good fortune that was bestowed upon me when a phone call rang and I was able to get the let out's needs. And I love the gig. I love the band. I love the guys, the crew, everyone. It's fantastic. I have done plenty of gigs in other projects with other bands that were okay. You know, they were just more work than necessarily always a good time. I'm never very good about talking about myself as somebody who is worthy of someone else's adoration, or and I get very uncomfortable with compliments. I don't know, that's just me. I to me, I'm just a guitar player. I'm just the same 14-year-old dude sitting in my bedroom at my parents' house, like learning guitar licks over and over and over again. So how do I get to where I am today? That you know, I've got many years of experience, and it's really just trying to be the best version of myself in every situation I can. And I don't want to say hope for the best, because if you continue to do certain things, I do believe that you will be successful. But don't take successful as you're going to make a lot of money, or I don't think of it like that. Like, successful to me is doing what you love to do and making other people happy, and I get to pay my bills and take care of my family. That's successful to me. And yes, in that aspect, I at this moment I am very successful because I am able to do all of those things, and I'm super fortunate for it. Um, Starting off, I would say, as a guitar player, be as versatile as you can. Learn a bunch of different genres of music, even genres of music that you are not a fan of. Hypothetically speaking, you're not a fan of jazz music. Who cares? Learn it. And why? Why do you want to learn it? Because those chords that you're going to learn are going to come in handy one day. When, you know, I got this gig in Get the Let Out, Jimmy Page is he's an unbelievable guitar player, songwriter, chord master. So like learning jazz chords when I was younger really helped out for songs like the Wanton Song, when it's learning chord shapes for jazz songs really helped me out. You know, like being familiar with the chord shapes and the inversions of them, and just trying to be able to be as versatile as possible, I think really it made getting a job like Get the Let Out that much easier, because it wasn't a gigantic learning curve. Yes, I had to learn a ton of material for it, but I didn't have to like learn a new style of music as well, you know? And with this gig, Led Zeppelin's music it's all over the place. It's folk music, it's hard rock music, it's jazz chords, it's, I had to learn pedal steel. I didn't have to, I wanted to, and it made the song better because that's how it is on a record. And what my job is to do my best, humanly possible best, to play the songs as they are on the record every night. And I was playing slide guitar instead of a pedal steel because I didn't have one. Now I got a pedal steel, so I wanted to learn how to do it to play for the song. So that's something. Oh, there's my dog. Hey, say hi, Norman. There he goes. Hey, buddy. So that's what you can do, is like try and play for the song, but play the best that you can every time. And that also leads me into another thing, like making mistakes. Don't be discouraged by making mistakes. I put a lot of pressure on myself every night, in any situation, not just with Get the Let Out. It could be sitting in with a band to have some fun. I put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure that like I'm putting my best foot forward all the time. It's okay to make mistakes. You're a human being. I'm a human being. Not everybody is going to have a flawless night every single night. In fact, part of the beauty of going and seeing a live band play is watching the players step up to the plate and fix what just happened. You know what I mean? Like how do they get out of it? How do they react? How do they cover it? If they, make a face and sulk and like show it to everybody, then everyone knows. But if only a few people pick out, oh, something was weird, but you don't see it, that's a pro. That's in my opinion, that's a pro. Um, but don't be so hard on yourself. And hey man, it's easier said than done. I need to take my own advice on this, not to be so hard on myself. Trust me, I do. I made a video. You can watch it right here. I really, gig fail, that whole thing. Um, and I beat myself up over it, but there's no reason to do that. So, um, and your reputation is not built on your mistakes. It's on how you handle yourself and how you fix it and how you learn and grow from them. And those are the key factors in being a well-rounded musician, if you ask me. Which you did. So let's see, what else did you ask in here? How do you get into the industry and get shows booked? So, um, first off, you're already in the industry. In the music industry, it's not like a giant warehouse complex that you pull into your parking spot and you walk inside. It's everywhere. Especially in today's day and age, if you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, you're making videos, you're playing guitar, you're singing, you're writing songs, whatever it is you're doing, that's part of the music industry. As far as I'm concerned, because you have a platform to reach out to millions of people like that. So you're already in the industry. How you want to navigate it, there's a ton of different ways to do it, way more than there's probably enough time for me to get into in this video. But one recommendation I would do is put yourself out there. Take video of yourself playing. Take video of yourself playing cover songs, your own songs, anything you can, and put it out there. This way people can see it. And then when you go out to open mic nights or live jams, blues jams, stuff like that, people can find you and see that you what you can do and what it's all about networking, who you know, who you've met, and just be yourself. Be nice, be polite. And when you get a phone call to show up to a gig, I cannot stress this enough. Be on time. It's simple. Don't show up at 8 o'clock for an 8 o'clock show. Show up at 7. Be prepared. Know your material inside and out. And have fun. Make sure you're having fun, because if you look like you're scared and you're miserable on stage, people are going to hear with their eyeballs. They're going to see that you're scared, and they're going to hear that you're scared or nervous or whatever. But that is something that I would really work on. Just be confident, go up there, have fun, have as much fun as you humanly possibly can, and then go back and do it again the next week or the next month, whatever your open mic nights are and your jam nights and all that stuff. And then go watch other players and talk to them, and just, musicians are just people just out there trying to, spread a little love here and there, That's how I feel. Another thing that could help you out too is just kind of start familiarizing yourself now with the musician's lingo. Things like staccato and legato, and what they mean when you're playing tenses, or even as simple as your chord changes. If someone's generally speaking, if they're going to say, hey, we're going to call out the chord changes, they're not going to say, C, F, G. They're gonna yell out numbers: 1, 4, 5, 1, 6, 4, 5, that sort of thing, 2, 5, 1. And essentially, it's a little more in depth than this, but for all intents and purposes, like a 1, 6, 4, 5 in the key of C. All you need to worry about is making the letters associated with the numbers, or the numbers associate with the letters. So in the key of C, 1 is C right here. That's it. That's 1 right there. Now, from C, just count. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. C is your octave, right? So 8 is your octave. So 1 is C, 2 is D, 3 is E, 4 is F, which is right here, 5 is G. So essentially what you're doing, if you're going to do a 1, 6, 4, 5, 1, 6, in this case it's a minor, A minor, 4, F, 5 is G. Okay? So it's just familiarizing yourself with that. Or if it's a 2, 5, 1, and you're in the key of C, right? What C is 1, 2 is D, in this case it'll be a minor. Let's do a minor 7, right? Jazz chords right there. G, 7 is your 5. So you got 2, 5, and then 1. C major 7. It's beautiful. All right. So that's just kind of like a little bit of like the lingo I was talking about, okay? This video can go on and on and on and on and on. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could do to better yourself. But I think don't try and do everything right now. Don't try and do everything in one day. Do little things here. Do a little bit here and get better at it, and then add on to it. Don't think that you have to do everything immediately. You know? Music is fun. Have fun with it. Have fun. Make sure you find other players that are like-minded, that want to have a good time, that want to make the same kind of music you want to make. If you're looking to be a hired gun, be overly prepared. Know your parts and, everyone else's. That's how I do it. And this way, if something happens, you're always there to help out. You're always there to help with the gear, with, have extra set of strings on you. Be prepared. Throw an extra 9-volt battery in your guitar case, because you never know. Maybe somebody else in a band needs a 9-volt battery, and you can come and save the day. Just thinking ahead, things like that. And your first gig, you won't think about this stuff, but maybe by your 15th or 20th, your 100th, the years go on. The more you do it, the more you will start to realize things that you could do to be more proficient, to be more prepared, to have an extra backup, throw an extra tuner in your bag. Or, when you start working with valve amplifiers, have a bunch of spare tubes that you take out on tour with you, fuses, things like that. And that's all down the road. You're 14, you don't need to worry about any of that right now. Just have fun, play tunes, play music, have a good time all the time, like Spicoli. You don't know who Spicoli is, I'm guessing. Maybe you do. Yeah. I'm going to wrap that up here, guys. So, thank you. Thank you, Noah, for the very kind words. I do appreciate it. I hope this video helped you out a little bit. Feel free to leave me some more comments below, and I'll try and get to them as well. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I know it. I know it's going to be a good Thanksgiving for you. I'm putting the good energy out there. I'm putting the good vibes out there. You guys are going to have a great Thanksgiving, friends and family, loved ones. I know it. Putting it out there. If you think it, it'll happen. So, thanks again, guys, for watching my channel. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe. I'm trying to go for 5,000 subscribers this year, within the next year, and we're rocking and rolling. We are grooving, man. We are heading down the subscriber highway. So, thank you again. Nothing but peace and love. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And I'll see you in the next video. All right? Thanks.